it going, everybody? Welcome to the D&H Guitars tips and tricks video for sweep picking. Today what I'm going to go over is a not very innovative sweep picking pattern, but it lends itself to teaching you how to move through the correct patterns and to avoid some of the common errors that people make. So the pattern that we're going to use today is based off of the A minor, F major, G major, E minor. Alright, so one of the things I'd like to talk about is chopping. So I don't know if that's the correct term for it, but when I see people try to sweep pick, what they do is they chop at the string instead of a fluid motion. So what you want to do is try to keep your pick as flat as possible and move across the pattern of strings in a fluid motion, keeping your fret hand light and quick. So the other thing you want to stay away from too is overshooting your speed threshold. So what you're going for here is note clarity and separation. I mean, there's lots of guys who can play these things super quick, but when they do, they play it with a lot of note separation and clarity. This is something I'm working on myself, and quite frankly, I'm not very good at it. So if you guys feel like laughing at me today, more power to you. But so basically the two things are note chopping, so hacking at the string with the pick instead of keeping a fluid motion, keeping the fret hand light, and not sure what the word I'm looking for here is. So you got the fret chopping, you got the hand being light, okay, and keeping the pick flat against the strings. That's what I'm looking for. So when you keep the pick flat, it gets rid of that scraping sound that you really don't want to, you don't want to deal with that scraping sound, You want a little more of a flat pattern. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into the pattern and we'll get into working on it. Okay guys, let's get right into it. So I'm going to show you the patterns now. And the patterns in this particular 5-string sweeping technique that I've put together for you start all on the A string. So on the A string we're going to move up to the 12th position for the A minor, right? And for that particular chord, for the sweeping technique, we're going to add this note. And when you get to the bottom, you're going to add this note. Now I'm not good with nomenclature, so you guys can figure out what notes those are. But here's the pattern. So you got those notes added, and this is what it looks like when it's played. And what you're going to do is you're going to loop through that twice. So the A minor sweep, you're going to go through it twice, and before you get to the stop of the second time through, you're going to end one note shy. So here it goes. And when you end there, you're going to slide up to the F major position on the A string, or the F note with a major pattern. And that one is the same technique, but you're going to play the major pattern, and you're going to add a couple of notes there. I just flubbed one, so don't hate me. But so the notes you're going to add are, so it's going to look like this. And when you do the sweep, you bar these three. And one thing I forgot to mention is I'm not picking all of these. I hammer on some spots. I hammer on there. Then I bar and sweep. And I hammer on here. Then I bar and sweep back up. So here's what that looks like put together. And again, you're going to run through that twice, stopping one note shy before you move up to the G major pattern on the, in the G position. So here's what this looks like. Okay, now we're going to move to the G major position, or the G note on the A string with a major pattern, and it is the exact same pattern as we just played. So it's going to be here. stop one note shy, and then move to the E minor position. Right? This pattern is identical to the very first pattern we played in the A minor position. So here's what it looks like. Okay, you got it? So here is the entire lick played slow. Alright? So again, this entire pattern is based off the A minor, F major, G major, and E minor. Okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video right now, cue up the click track, and then we'll go ahead and try to play this thing up to speed. Alright, so no chopping, keep it fluid, note separation, and try to apply all those techniques. So here we go, up to speed at 125 BPM. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Keep shredding.